John Weatherford. I rise to address the board in favor of this particular tower. I look at risk and benefit, and I ask the board to consider risk and benefit. I'm sure my fellow citizens that I've heard at other meetings are going to have their opinions. But for me, I work at BWX Technologies. We produce nuclear reactors for aircraft carriers and submarines. And that is an incredibly unforgiving technology if handled incorrectly. But when handled properly, it protects our nation. So you look at the risk and the benefit. So that's an area where there is tremendous risk, but there can be tremendous benefit. When I look at wireless towers, to me, there's tremendous benefit. It moves the county forward, it provides coverage for our area. I'm in an area that's underserved and would appreciate to have this additional service in my area. While I may not see the tower from my location, I certainly see transmission lines, from AEP, and those, are in my view shed, but they have very low risk and tremendous benefit because they bring electricity. So to me, I would appreciate the board approving this permit to allow Verizon to provide additional coverage in our area.
I'm Jeff Porter. I'm here to speak in opposition to the proposed special exception for the installation of the 199-foot cell tower at Manalasan Middle School. One role of government is to protect its citizens. In the application for this exception, it is acknowledged that public safety and damage to the environment are key factors to its approval. Students and teachers and support staff at Manalasan Middle School, a halfway home for elderly and mentally challenged on Woody's Lake Road, and the residents within a 2-mile radius of these towers are not being safeguarded from the effects of the cell phone tower. As the Amherst County Board of Supervisors, you are the first line of defense and protection for the citizens of Amherst County. Because the FCC has failed in its protective role, we need you to step up and slow down this assault from cell towers. Until standards are updated, the most vulnerable need to be protected. Therefore, I urge you to deny this exception until such standards can be scientifically set.
Angela Sweet, District 5. I'm not in favor of this. If it's over 30 years that they've evaluated what damage could be to these radioactive waves, shouldn't we take heed and caution before we build something and get something that's updated on the effects that it's going to affect our health? I live a half a mile from this on Woody's Lake Road. The ball field is right next door. You have all these kids running around playing ball. You have families there with little ones in strollers. I suggest we take caution and find out what's the effect, an updated report before we proceed. Or in a radius of 2 miles, how many are you going to put around this ball field? I mean, how many more towers are you going to approve?
Established guidelines are based on worldwide studies that have over many decades studied the potential health effects of RF radio frequency emissions, not only from cell towers, but also from cell phones. Wireless technology equipment and network operations are highly regulated by the federal government, and facilities like this one must meet the standards of those regulations.